Hello, my name is Sam, and today I'm going to be showing you a little bit around behind the scenes of the Overal series that I have created. This here is the mobility dome. The lighting right now is a bit finicky, only because of when I was doing this over here. Oh, I guess it's actually going to work this time. Anyways, as I was saying, turns out that was the bright lighting stuff, and I just messed up a bunch of stuff. I hope it's still okay. Oh, it is. Okay, sweet. So, this is the mobility dome room that was created. I think it would be a little bit easier to view in here. Slightly easier. Actually, I'll just do this. There we go. So as you can see, it's just a few squares. I kind of just modeled this room haphazardly. It's not the greatest, I will say. I did have to use some textures from some other model known as Dome something. I know there's something. There's a model that I used. Probably link it in the description or something. That I used textures from to sort of model out this dome here. I just mobility dome. It was kind of just a design I kind of came up with on the fly. I didn't really go into it with much of a plan other than I knew what the output was going to be. And over here, we have Dill, in his state right now where he's getting his picture taken. Let me just get this side. There we go. I'm so sorry for the pixeling. Yeah. So this is the render that was used to get his picture in for the pictures that are shown in the third episode. So now that that's out of the way. Oh, yep, this is his armature. I had to get the model off Sketchfab again, mainly because it does all the hard work for me. And besides, his character design just fit exactly what I was going for. So thank you to whoever made this model, because that really helped me with making this series. Okay, this is just like a model that was used for the previous room in the rendering for this segment here. So I have it stored down there for when I need to use it again, which I don't know if I'll need to use it again. What will happen? Who knows? Now we're gonna go move on to Abacus, which if you haven't already seen the latest episode, it may be a bit confusing. Yeah, I had to do all the animation for this guy. This is the second animation. I had to kind of discard his first animation only because, well, I could have easily made it a file, but it's based on a computer. It looks slow right now, but that's only because it has to render all this up. And defer is dynamic, so it's also just that much slower. So, yeah. But there is actually more than one model here. There's actually a lot of models. So what this is here, I could just go into this. I made his own custom armature. This is actually a custom model. If I can get him into his T-pose real quick, I can kind of show you. It looks so ridiculous. Yeah, that's his T-pose. His horns are also linked up to the armature. I had to do that only because Blender can get a little finicky sometimes with its armatures. And get into here, you kind of see a little bit clearer, yeah. I don't know if it's that much clearer. I kind of tend to work better with it being the material view more. I tend to work more with the material view. This here, this is the model that is used for kind of scoping out the fur. ground model, but this is the overlay for the sort of mechanical bits that are added in to Abacus after it's gone well surgery. Not to say anything other than that. If you want to see what I'm talking about, you can look at the series yourself. I had to mock up this model a lot, especially with the VR covers thing. I had to mess around with that a ton when I was working on this. As you can see, it's weird. This is very weird. Alright, I'm selecting one more model there. You can see a bit more in here because I had to basically make a transparent texture to make it so that way, one, when I link up to armature, the armature isn't like, oh no, it's not gonna work with all these little random bits and then not attached to the bones, you know? So I had to, you can kind of see where I had to kind of try and resize this little honking thing with the VR-ness and get it covered over his eyes, because his eyes are humongous. I have more of a cartoon style aesthetic when it comes to modeling. I tried to make it realistic. It's tough for me though, because I'm so used to doing things in cartoon fashion. But in his claws, well, you can call them claws, or more like pebbles. I tried it. I don't know what I was thinking with this, thinking that it was going to look good, but at least it gets the point across, I guess. Really, in this 2D drawing, it did a better job of showing the claws and what it looks like, but I'm not too worried about it. I don't think it's going to be that noticeable, like, thing that people can focus on. If we zoom out here, we can see the sort of POV shots that I took of what we see when we go to here. Oh right, the lights aren't on. Let's just turn those on. Holy disarray. Let's get yourself figured out. Yeah, I did have plans to have it be also showing a side view, but I think I just forgot about it and just stuck with the front view. Also, the black bar that goes over his eyes, that's something I added in with Canva. Before I made his eyes glow, they were actually black before, and they looked a lot more beady. They weren't fully fleshed out yet, so they kind of looked a little funky. Yeah. So that's it, basically, for Abacus. Like, at least one more, or maybe a few more that I can go over. Let's see here. Lock. I don't know why I called this one Lock. I think it's because I was still trying to figure out the names and stuff. But yeah, this looks familiar. This is the animation that was basically made for the autopsy video. Let's go all the way back over here to 0. This is one's interesting actually, because it's when I actually have it go all the way through the animation. As much as I could. I mean, I did have to cut things out a bit and kind of trim things up to be so that way it can transition, like the parts where the camera would cut out, you know, the eye and stuff. Like the eye, I had to mess with the UV texture in order for it to kind of have that effect. But if you want to see what it looked like before, there is a video that you can check out. There is this eye over here, actually. You can kind of see, I can actually show this now. This, where his little cyborg eye was, and all this stuff on the table. Because the focus does tend to like go around a lot, because naturally, when our eyes, when we focus on things a lot, you don't realize how much the ground gets blurred out. So, yeah, it's a nice little basic table. We can play through the animation real quick. I think we'll do it in workshop mode, so you can kind of see the inside workings of it. And then that's when it moves. That's when we get a cut, and then moves his arm in to take out the piece. You can go outside of the camera view this time to do it, which isn't all that interesting, I guess. This just depends on how you look at it. And it's really hard to see. But as I was modeling this, I hadn't realized that all these lights that I have here, I forgot to unkeyframe. So they all look like they're moving around and stuff. There's very little of this model that actually moves, which is really funny. Only a few segments I made move. And the hand is just chilling right here. It's doing nothing. All of this stuff right here is just happening. You can see real quick as we get in, we have the little knife thing, scalpel, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It goes in and it teleports over here. But it originally starts off at the bottom. The pants, this is kind of just, I just took some of the scientist model. This is really a mishmash of so many models that I don't even think, like, you can just see over here, it's just a mishmash of stuff. It has its own, I had to give it its own collection because it was a lot. Yeah, this kind of has a new perspective to everything. This is a morgue. I tried my best making a morgue. It's okay, I guess. Kind of liminal when you look at it from here. Kind of having lights from the bottoms of the morgue chambers, whatever they're called. I don't know. All I know is that a morgue just has a bunch of drawers. The lights that I have going on from the bottom of them, you know, kind of give it that futuristic vibe that this place is in. This model here, this is custom. Same with this little pillow here, but a lot of these other models, and the more cabinets, they're custom as well. This is custom. This is custom. Basically, everything else isn't custom. Maybe just because time and, you know, it saves me from doing all the hard work. I think the last thing we're gonna look at is, oh, what? Is this, I think this is what I think it is, yes. This is the beginning-ish bit that we see in the teaser. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's just, it serves more as just a teaser. I didn't think I was gonna go any further with it in terms of detail, but I think there's one that has it be somewhere in here. This one. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is one of the little spook images that you get. I kind of took a screenshot of it midway through it rendering. But yeah, this is the full model. It's not too fancy, it's just kind of representative of that spooky entity that you see flash on the screen after you're leaving the video. Which means on the way it looks, I'm pretty sure people will figure out now that it's also built. Yeah, it's definitely not much to it. It's just a retexture model that I kind of just, pulled the jaw out of. But looking like you drank some radium or something. Yeah, there's that. I don't think there's much else to cover besides this, which I think is also shown in, this is also shown in the trailer, kind of teasing Dill, maybe just messing around with models to see what could work and what would be cool. Honestly, at the end of the day, I just kind of settled up on the head, which is where this face comes from. At the end of the teaser, it's also used again in a more updated version of it. Is used again in the autopsy report episode. Okay, so it turns out these are just a few more models I just want to go over. This one, which is semi-custom. I did some of this connecting point stuff, but these are actually assets from Shape Creator, something like that. Kind of just did the colors haphazardly. I do have a model of kind of this same color palette-ish type mech, and this would have been what Loco could have been. I mean, I had a whole animation for this guy too, so he could have easily made it. I just decided, nah. I think at that time I was just like, yeah, he's okay, I guess, but the way he moves and the fact that not all of him is connected, it's just, sure, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it is cool. It's just a bit awkward, if you know what I'm saying. I might use this sometime in the future, I don't know. It was kind of fun working on him before I kind of knew what I wanted Loco to be. Then we have his side shots of his front and side shots. Oh, yeah, there's that. Spooky man. Spooky. This is the kind of the jump scare model that's used at the end of Loco. If you've seen that. And I think as far as the last few things go, that was me trying to do something. I kind of gave up with it. I think this is the one. I think this is the one I'm looking for. Yes. This is the model that's seen kind of hinted at in one of the oh goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. Kind of hinted at the kind of not the end, but sort of near the end of video 3. It kind of had him blocked out by the dot, because honestly, he looked a little cringy. I'm not gonna lie. Just seeing this movie inside of it, it's kind of cringe. Yeah, all you really see in that video bit is his arm, and I kind of made it fit more of his theme for what was being shown in that video. But other than that, that kind of concludes this small look at the behind the scenes bit. I'll probably do a video eventually in the future that kind of goes over the canvas side of things. But this is the one, that was, yeah, this is just how the entirety of that teaser trailer was made. Just multiple segments. So, yeah, there's that. I highly suggest checking out the series for yourself. It's definitely a fun watch. It's taken me some time to make, I will say that much, but yeah, if you enjoyed this video of a look behind the scenes on the makings of Overal, and I'll catch you next time.